We all come across probably hundreds of forms in our everyday life. Knowing how to fill in one form, like the form to join a library, makes it easier to fill in the rest. Like many forms, this one asks you to write in block letters which are easier to read. Again, like most forms, it asks for personal details first. So, Frank writes his name on the first line. There's room to write in a home address and a work address. Frank decides to give his home address, but you could give both. There's also room for 3 phone numbers: home, work, and a mobile number. Frank gives his mobile. The form asks you for your date of birth. Frank was born on the 22nd of July, 1981, so he writes 22 for the day, 7 for July, because July is the 7th month of the year, and 81 for 1981. The last thing he needs to do is to sign the form. Your signature is your own personal way of writing your name, and everyone's is different. As well as basic information about your name, address, and phone number, many forms ask for additional information, or they may ask you for information in a different way. If you want to vote in an election, your name has to be on the register of electors. You have to give the date of birth on your application form, and you must write it the way the form shows you. Someone born on the 22nd of July, 1981, puts the day in the first 2 boxes, 2 for the 22nd, the month in the 2 middle boxes, 07 for July, and 81 for the year 1981 in the last 2 boxes. There's also a section where you tick a box to show if you are Irish, British, a citizen of another country in the EU or European Union, or from a country which is not in the EU. If you find a form difficult, you can always bring it home and get help from a friend or family member. And don't forget that your local Citizens Information Centre is always willing to help with filling out official forms.